welcome to our third gentle and restorative yoga class. This class we are focusing on the solar plexus, which means our digestive system, our gallbladder, our pancreas. We're going to focus on stretches today that help open that area of our body up. So to begin, we're going to start in mountain pose. So let's have our feet hips distance apart. Shining forward here, we're going to elongate our spine, have our palms open, facing in front of us, close our eyes, and find our breath. And release. We're going to extend our arms out in front of us. We're going to keep our fingers locked together. We're going to flip our palms up and palms down. Up, down, up, down. We're just warming up our wrists here. And then we're going to release. And now we're going to bring our right arm out in front of us, palm up. We're going to touch our shoulder. Try to keep your arm straight, just hinge at the elbow. So tap, open, tap, open, tap, open, tap, open. Release. We're going to do the other side. Palm up, tap, open, tap, open, tap, open, tap, open, tap, open. One more time. Tap, open. Now, hands on your shoulders. We're going to draw circles with our elbows in the air. And then we're going to go the other way. And gently release. We're going to take a wide stance and we're going to do hip circles. Call this a round town. And then we're going to go the other way. And release. Now from here, I want you to grab your strap. And you're going to use your strap and draw a line. Across the space that you're using. All right. Now the goal is we're going to step our left foot forward, our right foot, see what feels comfortable, find a comfortable position, and then we're going to angle our right foot at a 45 degrees, okay? Left foot is pointing forward, right foot 45 degrees. Next, we're going to bring our knee on top of our ankle. If this is uncomfortable for any reason, just go ahead and straighten that leg out a little bit. But if it's okay, try to align it with your ankle. First, start with your hips facing forward, hands on your hips. This is warrior one. When you're ready, inhale, arms up. You can look straight ahead. If you feel comfortable, feel free to bring your gaze up between your hands. Now from here, we're going to open up our hands into a T. Our hips are opening towards the side. We want to look back at that knee, make sure it's tracking over that ankle. This is warrior two. Look over your left fingertips. We're going to do a few more transitions just like this. So we're going to inhale, arms up, hips forward, come into warrior one. Beautiful. Open it back up. Warrior two. And then come back into warrior one. Last time, warrior one with our left leg. Then warrior two. Now from here, straighten that left leg. You're going to bring your left hand onto your hip. And we're going to inhale, right arm up towards the sky, hinge at our left hip. This is a variation of triangle pose. Breathe. Use your core muscles to stabilize you. And then start to bend into that left knee and gently come back up. Release your arms. Give them a shake. Shake out your legs. And we're going to do the other side. So this time, your right foot goes forward. Your left foot comes back. Your left foot's at a 45 degree. Try to track that knee on top of that ankle. Hips are going to face forward. Find your stability. Find your strength. When you're ready, inhale. Arms up, warrior one. And just like before, once you feel stable, feel free to play with your gaze. From here, we're going to transition into warrior two again. Open up those arms. We're going to look over our right fingertips. Check your knee, make sure it's over your ankle. Make sure you can see your big toe. And then we're going to transition back into warrior one. Hips forward, arms up. And then back into warrior two. You're doing a great job. Warrior one for the last time with our right leg. And then open up, warrior two. Now straighten that right leg. Put that right hand on your right hip. Hinge, left arm up towards the sky. Variation of triangle. Breathe. And gently come up. Go ahead, shake things out. And then just for good measure, grab your block, set it on one of the settings depending on what height you'd like it on today. A height that you can reach with your hands, okay? Once your block is ready, we're gonna inhale, arms up, bend those knees, come into a forward fold. Push your hands on that block. Feel your spine round. And then gently roll up to standing. Let your head be the last thing to come up. Make sure you roll those shoulders back and away. Wonderful. Now we are warmed up and we are ready to transition into our restorative poses. All right. So as people are making their way down to the floor, I'm going to explain the pose a little bit before we get into it. So this first pose is called banana pose. And it actually does a really great job of stretching out the sides of our stomach. And so in essence, we are going to be arcing our bodies. So you can have a pillow nearby, but I want you to, we're gonna lie down on our mats, and you can look at me do this first if that's easier. So first we're gonna lie down. We're gonna bring our left foot over towards the right side of our mat. And then we're gonna cross our right foot on top of our left ankle. And then we're gonna take our left wrist with our right hand, we're gonna lay it on the floor above our head and pull with our right arm, our left arm, closer towards our stomach. You're not gonna get very far. It's a pretty intense stretch. So it really doesn't look like much. It's just a gentle arc in your body, and you're stretching things out. Because we're gonna hold it for a while, it's gonna feel more intense. Now you might want your pillow if your wrists feel uncomfortable, or if your ankles do. So you can put the pillow underneath your wrists or underneath your feet. You choose. Or you might decide you don't want one at all. So when you're in the pose, it's a little awkward, it's a little weird. I want you to focus on your breath, and I want you to focus on releasing tension in your shoulders. Bring your breath to your shoulders. Bring calmness to your shoulders. Try to let those release. And then focus on your middle back and your lower back. Releasing any tension you feel there. And if you're not getting enough of a stretch, just try to arc your body a little bit more. Pretend like you're a banana on the floor. And breathe. Stretching our abdominal muscles. Opening things up. We sit hunched over all day, every day. Many of us anyway. And doing a stretch like this is really good for your body. Release any tension you're holding in your ankles, any tension you're holding in your stomach. Try to breathe and release. You're doing a great job. We're almost there. Keep breathing. Take a deep breath in and let it go. And gently release your wrist. Bring your arms down, uncross your legs. And we're gonna just plant our feet on the mat for a moment with our knees bent and just gently windshield wiper your bent knees back and forth. Just loosen up your spine a little bit. Awesome. Now we're gonna work on coming into the pose on the other side. So this time we're gonna bring our right foot far towards the left, and then we're gonna cross our left foot on top of our right. We're gonna take our right wrist and our left hand, put it above our head, and then start to pull it towards the left. So you're again making this subtle arc with your body. The human banana on the floor, stretching out your sides. And do it in a way that's comfortable for you. Remember, you can put a pillow underneath your ankles, pillow underneath your wrists if you need to. That feels more comfortable. And then really focus on trying to relax. It's hard because this is a little bit of an awkward pose, but it does some great stretching. So like before, I want you to focus on your shoulders. Bring your breath to your shoulders. Try to bring calmness to your breath. And then focus on your middle back and your lower back. Release any tension you're holding there. Bring your awareness to your thighs, to your knees, to your ankles, and make them relax. Surrender into the pose. And just watch your gentle breath as it moves in and out of your body. You're doing a great job. We're almost there. Keep breathing, keep stretching. Take a deep inhale and let it go. And slowly unwind out of the pose. We're going to plant our feet down on the mat again, have our knees bent. We're going to do a little windshield wiper again, letting our knees fall to the right and the left, loosening up our spine. Excellent. Now this next pose, we're actually going to need to sit up to get ourselves ready. And we're going to want to grab our pillow. We're going to start in table pose. So we've done this pose many times before. So we're going to be on all fours. And what I'm going to have you do is you're going to take your right knee and you're going to lift it up and you're going to place it on your pillow to your side. And then you can go ahead, plug your left toes, lift up that knee, and just start walking that left leg back. And slowly start to lower yourself down. And what you're going to be doing is pull those toes closer to your hips. Your bent leg is going to be a little bit higher than your hips. And once you're here, you're going to slowly start to come down. You can go ahead and stack your hands on top of the other and just rest your hands on your palms. This is called flapping fish pose. So we're just going to try to relax. Make sure your right foot is closer to your body. If the pillow feels uncomfortable, you can remove it. It's up to you. And the goal again is to relax. So first, let's just take a nice deep breath in and let it go. Let yourself melt into the mat. Try to let all the worries of the day just disappear. The only thing that matters is this moment. And breathing and surrendering into the pose. Now use your awareness with your breath and try to fill your upper back with your breath. And let it go. And then we're going to move down our back and fill the middle part of our back with our breath. And let it go. And then move to your lower back and fill your lower back with your breath. And gently let it go. You're doing a great job. We're almost there. Keep surrendering into the pose. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Slowly lift up your head. We're going to plant our hands on the floor. We're going to slowly start to push up into our hands. Bend that left knee. Slowly slide our right knee off our pillow. We're going to come back into table. And then we're just going to push back for a moment into child's pose just to round out our spine. So bring your bottom towards your heels. Extend your arms out in front of you. And then gently roll back up into table. Move the placement of your pillow, because we're going to come onto the other side. So like we did before from table, we're going to take our left leg, we're going to bend it, we're going to bring that knee up onto that pillow. Then we'll plug our right toes and start to walk that right leg back to where it feels comfortable. And then slowly start to lower your torso down. We're going to stack our hands like we did before and rest our head on our hands. I'm going to rest my head the other way because my mic doesn't like it. And then try to pull that toe, that foot, left foot closer to your body. Flapping fish pose. And we want to release and relax into the pose. Get control of your breathing. Make it slow. Release any tension you're holding in your right leg. Any tension in your left leg. And then we're going to bring our breath awareness into our upper back again. So breathe into your upper back. And let it go. Breathe into your middle back. And let it go. And then go ahead and breathe into your lower back. And let it go. Let any tension you're holding completely release. Melt into the mat. You're doing a great job. We're almost there. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Gently lift your head, plant your hands, start to push up. I'm going to bring your knees back together, coming back into that table position. And we're just going to gently push back into child's pose one more time. Round out that spine just for a moment. Beautiful. Gently round back up into table. And then we're going to turn ourselves around. We're going to come into a seated position. We're going to grab our pillows. So we want to put our pillows right up to our lower spine here. What we're going to be doing is we're going to lower ourselves over our pillow, and you can actually plant your feet and push your legs up. Oh, I've got a thing on my screen here. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to, you can move your pillow, make sure it's under your lower back. So first we're just going to start here, get your pillow situated. Once it feels good, slowly lower and extend your right leg out. And then extend and lower your left leg. And if that feels good, then I want you to extend your right arm overhead and extend your left arm overhead on the floor so you're completely stretched out in both directions. That pillow's underneath your lower spine. Our belly's rounded and facing the ceiling. And we're going to breathe. So this is both a gentle back bend and a stomach opening and stretching pose. Just breathe. If at any point your arms become uncomfortable, you can just bring them along your sides instead of having them overhead. You can also feel free to grab on to your bent elbows above your head if you prefer that as well. It's another option. I'm going to keep my arms extended out though. So I want you to focus on your ankles and your legs. Try to release any tension you're holding there. And then move your awareness to your shoulders and your upper back and your arms. Surrender. You might be feeling a little tingling in your hands. That's okay and perfectly normal. Keep breathing. We're going to breathe in this moment and let everything else go. You're doing a great job. Keep breathing. feel more of a stretch, just pull those legs and arms apart. Stretch them further away from your torso. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Go ahead and wiggle those fingers, wiggle your toes, get a little blood in them, and then we're going to plant our feet on the ground. Bring our arms along our sides, and we're going to go ahead and push up into that bridge pose like we've done before, and then you can just pull that pillow out. And then slowly, with control, we've been lying down, so take your time. We're going to come back up into a seated position, and then we're going to come back into our tabletop. And from here, you might want to have your pillow or a block handy. So this pose, folks, is we're going to do a slightly altered child's pose. So have your knees slightly apart. We're going to take our hands, make them into fists. We're actually going to place them in our lower abdomen. And we're going to lean forward, having our fists captured in our lower abdomen and our thighs. And you can either use a block, and there's all the different heights of the block. You have the high height, the middle height, and the low height. So your hands are in fists in your abdomen, and you can release your forehead onto your block. Or you could use a pillow. Or you don't have to use any prop at all for your head. You decide. This is also going to feel slightly intense. We're not used to having pressure against our internal organs. So try to fight that sort of flight or fight feeling that you might be having. Remember, you are safe. You are in control. Breathe slowly. And as we've done in some of the other poses, I want you to bring your breath awareness to your upper back. So bring your breath into your upper back and let it go. Bring your breath into your middle back and let it go. Bring your breath into your lower back and let it go. Our digestive system is such an important part of our body. Breaks all of our food down into nutrients and energy that's usable for all of our major functions. We don't give our digestive organs enough attention or love. Gently bring your breath into your belly. Send thanks to your digestive system for all the wonderful things that it does for you. You're doing a great job. We're almost there. Hang on. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Slowly start to roll up. Take your time. And go ahead and just rotate those wrists. Let them loosen up a little bit. Awesome. All right. So, our next pose, we're going to want to come onto our backs. We're going to do a variation of a supine twist. So we're going to lie down. We're going to have our blocks nearby. Have your block on your left side of your body. We're going to have our left leg stretched out. We're going to have our right leg bent. And what we're going to ultimately do, we're going to put our arms out into a T, and we're going to bring this bent right leg over on top of the left leg towards the left, and then you've got your block. And your block has multiple heights. Remember, it can be tall, it can be medium, or it can be small. I'm going to put mine on medium. I'm going to rest my bent leg on my block at a medium height, and I'm going to have my arms extended out, and I'm going to look directly up towards the ceiling. So you're twist it all up right here. If this is too much, you can bring your hands in and just rest them on your torso. But if you're enjoying that full twisted stretch, keep your arms extended. If you want to actually intensify the stretch, you can actually look over your right fingertips. But as this is a restorative pose and we're going to hold it for a while, I'm going to look towards the ceiling myself. And I want you to breathe. Release any tension you're holding in your toes. Any tension you're holding in your knees. Some of you might be starting to feel that deep stretch in your right hips. Bring your breath into your right hip. You're also feeling stretched in your chest. Bring your breath to your chest. Let it relax. You're doing a great job. We're almost there. Keep breathing. Take a deep breath in and let it go, and gently unwind, come back to neutral spine. We're going to bend both of our knees. We're just going to give our bent legs a little hug. And you can gently rock side to side a little bit, massaging that lumbar spine. Just loosening things up before we get ready to do the other side. Awesome. Gently release. Gonna plant those feet back down. Move your block onto your right side. Extend your right leg out. Nice and flat. We're gonna keep that left leg bent. We're gonna extend our arms out into a T. And then bring that left leg over to the side onto that block. You might notice a difference between legs. One leg might be tighter than the other. That's perfectly normal. And focus on releasing your shoulders down to the floor. Releasing any tension in your toes, in your knees, in your legs. Just relax. You're safe. You're in control. This twisting is so good for your organs. Control your breathing, slow and steady. You're doing a great job. We're almost there. Keep breathing. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Gently unwind. Plant both your feet on the floor. And then like before, we're going to just go ahead and give those knees a hug. Can gently rock side to side if that feels good. Massage your lumbar spine. Awesome. Now from here, friends, we're going to move into Shavasana. So we're going to extend our legs out on the floor. We're going to rest our arms on either side of us. Have your palms shining up towards the ceiling. Release any tension you're holding in your body. Try to enjoy the rewards of your practice. Notice how you're feeling. Release any tension you're holding in your hands, in your ankles. Release any tension in your knees, your lower back. Let yourself feel soft and light. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Make sure your jaw is soft and unclenched. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, rock your head side to side. And then when you're ready, we're going to roll onto our left side into a fetal position. And then gently and slowly push yourself up into a seated position. If you want to sit on a pillow, you're more than welcome to do that. We're going to move into our breathing practice. So once you're comfortable in a seated position, I want you to elongate your spine. And what we're going to do for our breathing practice is we're going to be inhaling for the count of 6. We're going to hold our breath, and then we're going to bring our chin down to our chest as we hold our breath. So we're going to inhale for the count of 6. We're going to pause. We're going to do a throat lock. That's what this is called, when you bring your chin down to your chest. So we're going to do our throat lock, hold our breath for the count of 3, bring our head back up, and exhale. And then we're going to do it again. Inhale for the count of 6, hold our breath, do our throat lock, bring our head back up, and exhale. So now you know the pattern and the rhythm. I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to do it at your pace. Inhaling for the count of 6. Pausing and holding that breath. Doing your throat lock for the count of 3. Releasing your head and exhaling. Continue at your own pace. gently release. Learning to control our breath and learning to overcome some of the fear when our breath is restricted is really helpful for us. You can control your blood pressure and your stress levels when you have control of your breath. Now from here, we're going to stay in a seated position. We're going to elongate our spines. Rest our hands comfortably on our legs. Close your eyes and find your breath. I want you to imagine that you're sitting outside on a warm, sunny day. The warm sun is kissing your skin. You feel its warmth radiating into your body. Feel the brightness and notice the brightness of the sun through your closed eyelids. Feel the warmth of the sun. And as you bask in the sun, inhale some of its energy into your body. Let the sun rejuvenate you as you sit in its warmth and its brightness. Let that warmth penetrate your body. And let that light surround you. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Let's inhale, arms up, gaze up towards the sky, hands together in front of your heart. We're going to do that one more time. Nice big inhale up, hands together in front of your heart. Bow your head to yourself. Thank your digestive system for all the amazing things that it does for you. And then thank yourself for your practice today. Thank yourself for making your health your priority. Thank you so much for taking this time with me today. Sending you love and light. Namaste. And then, if you folks have questions, you're more than welcome. Hi.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Diana.
Thank you.
Thank you, Diana.
Thanks for joining today.
Thank you. Thank you, Diana.
Thank you.
Thank you, Diana.
Thank you, Christine.
Namaste, Bill.
Take care.
Right back at you.
Good evening, everyone.
Take care, folks.
I have no questions, Diana.
Okay, Bill, thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a great week, everybody. Thank you, everyone.
Bye. Thanks for joining, Kim. Thanks for joining, Doug. How did it go, Heather?
It went really well. I'm discovering I can't put things